To this point, you've been doing everything right. Think about college, you secured that finance internship early on in your sophomore or junior year. Then you parlayed that into a full-time role in investment banking on Wall Street. I know how early the private equity interviews start. Maybe you were interviewing within the first month of starting your analyst role at the investment bank before you even knew what private equity was. But now you're at a private equity firm, you're an associate, you're in a 2-year program, and you're thinking about business school. You've got a very strong resume. Obviously you do. You wouldn't be at the firm you are without that strong resume. So you've done everything right. But the reality is that from here on out, as you're looking at business school, the competition starts from scratch. All of your peers are going to be applying. The schools love private equity applicants overall, but you will need to stand out in this process. And the things that I want you to keep in mind are exactly what the schools are looking for. They want to see evidence of intellectual aptitude and excellence, top grades and a top test score. The grades are behind you. Don't worry about that right now. It is what it is, but you've got to focus on that test score. The other thing that Harvard and Stanford are really going to be looking for are ways that you've gone above and beyond in your job and really been a standout performer, whether that's the relationships you build with the portcos or the analysis that have changed the investment committee's decision on an investment, for example. Any ways that you have really made your mark on the firm are going to be essential, and you'll need to communicate through your application process. But the third thing really is the biggest. It's a little bit of humility. There is a bit of a stereotype if you think about the finance person that has been in Wall Street and is now in private equity. Maybe that they are all about the next transaction, the next deal, but have a little bit harder time of looking inward and reflecting on who they are and really what drives them and having a willingness to learn and make mistakes and pick themselves up. Don't be afraid to show that in the application process. And honestly, I encourage you to do so. It will make you more human, and make you more likable. And it's also just going to show the schools that you're someone who doesn't think you're necessarily have it all and learned everything so far. You've still got some learning to do in order to reach the goals that you have. So good luck. And definitely reach out to Gatehouse if you'd like any support, especially for private equity applicants. We have a soft spot in our hearts for you guys simply because we know how high the stakes are to securing a spot.